So to preface this, I'm really honored to be invited to read this stuff because I'm a firm believer in the spoken word, especially something like this, which is written, it's rich like Beowulf. It's meant to be heard. The words sing, and that was a wonderful mention about reading it as music, because it really is very musical, especially when you start reading it out loud. My father came from Ireland, and my mother came from Wales, and there's a little bit of Gaelic in here, and a lot of the Gaelic is very similar to Welsh, but trying to find the exact pronunciations are difficult, because even my mother speaks very little of the Welsh nowadays, so I had to do a lot of research just to get one phrase down. But I'll read this in the Irish brogue from my father's family that I remember so much as a boy. So anyhow, Terry brought the 3 pints Joe was standing, and by God, the sight nearly left me eyes when I saw him lend out a quido. As true as I'm telling you, a good-looking sovereign. And there's more where that came from, says he. Were you robbing the poor box, Joe, says I. Sweat of me brow, says Joe. 'Twas the prudent member gave me the wheeze. I saw him before I met you, says I, sloping round by Pill Lane and Greek Street, with his cod's eye counting up all the guts of the fish. Who comes through Meakin's land bedite in sable armour? Oh, Bloom, the son of Rory, it is he. Impervious to fear is Rory's son, he of the prudent soul. Ah, well, says Joe, handing round the boots. Thanks be to God they had the start of us. Drink that, citizen. I will, says he, honourable person. Health, Joe, says I, and all down the farm. Ah, don't be talking. I was blue mouldy for the want of that pint. Declare to God, I can hear it hit the pit of me stomach with a click. And lo, as they quaffed their cup of joy, a godlike messenger came swiftly, and radiant as the eye of heaven, a comely youth, and behind him there passed an elder of noble gait and countenance, bearing the sacred scrolls of law, and with him his lady wife, a dame of peerless lineage, fairest of her race. Little Alf Bergen popped in round the door, hid behind Barney's snug, squeezed up with the laughing. And who was sitting up there in the corner that I hadn't seen, snoring drunk, blind to the world, only Bob Doran? I didn't know what was up, and Alf kept making signs out of the door. And begob, what was it? Only that bloody old pantaloon Dennis Breen in his bat slippers with 2 bloody big books tucked under his oxter, and the wife hotfoot after him. Unfortunate, wretched woman, trotting like a poodle. I thought Alf would split. Look at him, says he, Breen. He's traipsing all around Dublin with a postcard someone sent him with UP up on it, like a... And he doubled up. Take a what, says I? Libel action, says he, for £10,000. Oh, hell, says I. The bloody mongrel began to growl that it put the fear of God in you, seeing something was up. But the citizen came kicking the ribs. Be I dothust, says he. Silence. Who, says Joe? Breen, says Alf. He was in John Henry Menton's, and then he went round to Collis and Ward's, and then Tom Rochford met him and sent him round to the sub-sheriff for a lark. Oh, God, I've a pain laughing. UP, up! The long fellow gave him an eye as good as a process, and now the bloody old lunatic is gone round to Green Street looking for a G-man. When is Long John going to hang that fellow over in Mountjoy, says Joe. Bergen, says Bob Doran, waking up. Is that Alf Bergen? Yes, says Alf, laughing. Hanging? Wait till I show you. Here, Terry, give us a pony. That bloody old fool, £10,000. You should have seen Long John's eye. You pea. And he started laughing. Who are you laughing at, says Bob Doran. Is that Bergen? Hurry up, Terry boy, says Al. Terence O'Reilly heard him, and straightway brought him a crystal cup full of the foamy Eben ale, which the noble twin brothers, Bonnivet and Bunderlardum, brew ever in their divine ale vats, cunning as the sons of deathless Leda. For they garnered the succulent berries of the hop, and mass, and sift, and bruise, and brew them, and they mix therewith sour juices, and bring the must to the sacred fire, and cease not night or day from their toil, those cunning brothers, lords of the vat. Then did you, chivalrous Terence, hand forth, as to the manor barn, that nectarous beverage, and you offered the crystal cup to him that thirsted, the sound of chivalry in beauty